Really? 80s. Bay City Rollers, was it 80s or 70s?
70s.
Sorry.
You had the tartan trousers?
No, I only remember when my sisters brought them in, Bay City Rollers. No, what is the 80s? What is your 80s favorite?
What was ours?
Well, it was all kinds, wasn't it?
Mel and Kim, Bell Stars, Aha.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting, yeah.
Human League.
That's not my choice, then, so.
I know we ask this every week, but again, more reports about Emre Can and his future. What is the latest? Has he agreed to join Juventus? Because again, there are the reports that are coming out.
No. I didn't come in my office and say so. I made it up now. Yeah, nothing new about that.
Still expect then that you could persuade him to stay here and sign a new deal? In much the same way, I suppose, as Arsenal did with Ozil, because that wasn't expected.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I think still everything is possible, but that's nothing else to say about. So in a moment when we have to say something, then we can say it, but it's nothing. There's no decision made so far. Otherwise, we would have said it.
Seems to be a lot of interest in your goalkeeping consultant this week. Can you tell us what exactly his role is?
I'm not sure that it's why.
I think just people have taken an interest in it, just with the development of your goalkeepers and whether he's identifying other targets to come in the summer as well. And there's often been talk about your goalkeepers, so I think people are interested in exactly what Hans does, what kind of role he has with you guys.
Giving advice for the scouting department, nothing else. It's not that he makes any decisions or something like that. He can't. That's how it is. But goalkeeping is a special position. So I think it makes sense that we have in the scouting department somebody who is more responsible for that, but it's not about that he comes in and say, I found it, now we get this is our new number one. We have a lot of goalkeepers in the club for different age groups, and that's what his job is first of all. And but the only responsible for goalkeeper training in the first team is Jonathan Berg, and for the head of scouting we have other people, but he brings in all the information he can get. That's all. So we have people for Germany, we have people for Austria, we have people for each country, and we have people for goalkeeping in all these countries. So that's all. And Hans is this guy.
Obviously, you have a number of ex-Southampton players here, but for Virgil van Dijk, it's his first time going back there. What do you expect it to be like for him, that first time back at Southampton?
I don't know exactly, but probably it will not be the most friendly. It's a little bit. I'm not sure. It's people in Southampton, since I'm in, they were always really nice with Kleiny. I don't know exactly why. Adam Lallana, obviously, they missed most. Dejan Lovren, so Sadio Mane, I think, was okay. I'm not 100% sure anymore. And now Virgil is the last one, so that's how it is. I really understand that, but it's nothing we really think about. It will be more normal in the future, but now we have to go there and play football and nothing else. I think it's absolutely. Don't think that anybody in Southampton say we've stolen him or something. It was quite a very public deal. So and the numbers, even when they are never 100% right, are, I think, okay. So maybe they are really happy. And say thank you for all the money we have now or whatever. That is, it could be the other way around. But since I'm in, and not only the players we have, but obviously the area there and Southampton especially, they have half the Premier League. If I ask where is he coming from, Southampton. Wow. So there are obviously a few more players. Ox is from there as well, even when he took a different way. But so I'm not sure. Walcott as well. Mr. Walcott? Yeah. So there are a few good players from this area. So maybe I should have a scouting department directly in Southampton starting very early. But it's just it just shows how good the work is they do there, and that's more the problem we have at the weekend.
Sure. the Southampton fans have been made up to hear you suggesting you should have a scouting department down there.
Okay, so sorry.
Jurgen, how highly do you regard Southampton this season? They had a bit of a sticky start, but they seem to be pulling out of trouble now.
Sorry.
So how highly do you regard Southampton?
Yeah, they had a sticky start. Okay. Meanwhile, since in 2018, I think especially the results are absolutely okay, or more than okay. So quite Tottenham draw, stuff like that at home. So it's good, and it's a good team, to be honest. That's really a good team. Don't get it 100% why they are in the region they are of the table. So, but it's difficult season, obviously for all of us and for Southampton as well. You win 2 games and you can be a little bit more relaxed for a week or so, and then you lose 2 games and you're in the middle of the chaos again. So that's a situation that's the important thing for us to know. So they will 100% go for it. Nothing will be not only because of the special relationship between Liverpool and Southampton. It will be not a friendly game. So that's how it is. We fight for everything. They fight for everything. But I said the quality of the squad is really, really good, and probably they will show it, but or want to show it. But we have our own targets, and it's really, again, very, very interesting challenge. We know a lot about Southampton, the way they play. It's a football playing side. It's quite rare. Bournemouth and Southampton, the 2 teams in this area of the table, still football playing. Guys build up long, but then good players on the pitch, good options, different options. Ward-Prowse, Davies, meanwhile Højbjerg, more involved, different systems and all that stuff. So that's a job to do for sure.
And I'm guessing there'll be growing anticipation amongst the fans. You've got the Champions League next week, you've got Porto. How difficult is it for you and the players just to completely forget about Champions League and focus on Premier League? Because again, I'm assuming the players inevitably will just be starting to think about Champions League, won't they?
I don't. So maybe that's the first thing. That's the only thing I really can say. And I have a few experiences with European football. I never thought about a European game the week after or the few days after. It's always the main focus on the next game. That's in this case Southampton. You cannot and we will not think about a Champions League game. So we have the squad we have and we have to use it. But it's not about rotating. It's a completely normal week between the 2 games now, and that means full power, whatever it will be. But we will not think about Porto because you cannot. We have their only important games left in the Premier League. Yeah, and that's how it is in the Champions League. But no, we didn't think about Porto so far. We have enough time after the game.
Won't affect your selection at all?
No.
Talking of selection, does Adam Lallana come into your thoughts with the starting 11 this weekend? Bearing in mind what happened this week, and I know there was that little bit of provocation as well in that under-23 game. Yeah,
we wanted him to, not only him, we wanted for all the boys. Actually for Alberto Moreno as well, but he had a little problem, so he couldn't play then there, so it was not... we wanted him to have match time. He had 60 minutes, I think, roundabout. It's not nice. I spoke to him, of course, about that. That's not how it should be. He's not happy about it. But meanwhile, I understand why it happened. That's what I thought in the first moment. It was not the challenge before the situation. There was another challenge before that. So, how I said, Adam is not happy about the reaction, as I was not happy about it, but it doesn't change my mind about Adam, of course. So he is on the way back. So that's how it is again this season. So he was already a few times back, and then we were all a little bit early, so we will not rush it, for sure not. He is for sure an option for the squad if he's an option for the first 11. I rather would think not in the moment, but maybe I can sleep twice before we play Southampton, so maybe I'll change my mind in this case. We'll see. Look, it's actually how it always is with Adam, in a good shape. So he's really quick. He looks fresh. He looks good, and you think, oh, what can we do with him? But we did it twice. Now I don't think it was too early when we did it, but it happened twice. So we need to settle a little bit and then use Adam. There are still, I don't know, hopefully around about 18, 19, 20 games to go for us. That's enough for him as well.
Just wondering a thought, does it change your view with putting senior players in matches like that, bearing in mind, the provocation that he reacted to?
No. It was not. It was match practice. So I'll give them a little bit of time to play. I would have never said, okay, come on, Adam, go alone with the boys. So what we had, Ingzi was there, Tom Solanke was there. Even it's not, they're all younger and stuff like. But Adam didn't play football, and he was fine with it. It had nothing to do with that he was angry that he had to play U23. So what? Absolutely not. It's not the most lucky season for Panama Milan so far. That's how it is, and of course there's kind of frustration in him. But it's, how I said, there's nothing good to say about the reaction. But as a former footballer, when I saw the other challenge, then to be honest, I understand at least a little bit. It's not to excuse, but we all did when we played football. We all did a few things we are not proud of, and. As long as nobody's seriously then injured afterwards, there will be, after a few days, nobody will speak about it again, and that doesn't change my mind. If they need match time, then they will get it, even in the U23s.
Yeah, again, how much encouragement did you take from last week's defensive display for your team? You're up against Tottenham, one of the best attacking teams in the country. They've got maybe the best right back in terms of getting crosses in, and Liverpool in the main defended really well. I know the individual mistakes which you're always going to get, but generally the team's defending. How impressed were you?
Our problem in that game was not our defending. That's true. Our problem in the Tottenham game, but that we didn't play football in the second half anymore. So that means that's the best kind of defending. By the way, keep the ball. We didn't do that good enough. So. That's what I was not too happy with. Individual mistakes around the goals. If you mean that it was a mistake of Dejan Lovren touching the ball, then I really don't get this. The other mistake, I don't know. First goal, so it was a fantastic strike. We have to accept that. You can shoot from nearly from the other stand, and it was a fantastic goal. We have to respect that. So yes, but I don't celebrate good defending. Was it good? We could have defended even better. I know that, but it was good enough to give them not a lot of chances. Even when they played, if they played better in the second half. They had more from the game. First of all, because we didn't play as much football as we did in the first half anymore, and then second half, yes, I can remember a lot of chances for Tottenham. That's true, but they scored twice. Got another penalty, so that's how it is. We have to get that, but yeah, our defending is most of the time really good. With shots on target from opponents, I think we are. Yeah, we have the second least number, so it's not that that other teams shoot like crazy on our goals. So most of the time we defend well. In a few decisive moments, obviously, a few things have lead to the goals we concede. That's another truth. But Southampton will, this game, we need to be really spot on in both parts of the game. So because they play football, means we need to defend in midfield, sometimes a little bit deeper, really concentrated, really together, not speculating, rather anticipating in situations, and win balls in interesting situations. They take a little bit of a risk in their own offensive play, and using that. And of course, when we have the ball, we have to play football. That's 100% true. That's the things we spoke about. Not too much about the Tottenham game.
How would you assess the progress that Trent Alexander-Arnold's making? He was part of that good performance last week, and at both ends of the pitch. I mean, his pass in the first half for Milner and the cross for Firmino with the near post header. He really is coming on, even though he doesn't play every week. He's in some weeks.
It's good for him that he doesn't have to play every week. So that's 100%. He's still a young boy, but he improved a lot, especially in training in the last few months. In the beginning, he trained a little bit like a kid. Ups and downs like that. Meanwhile, it's consistent, high level, good attitude, and then he can show his skills and crossing. Obviously, all the football the football part of the position is seems to be pretty easy for him. So he's really quick, very quick, and fantastic right foot. Even the left foot is not too bad. So really good crosses, football smart, good view for spaces, stuff like that. So that's all good. But a lot to learn, of course. But for us, it's very important. We have the two youngest, probably fullbacks, pretty much in the league, and they now Joe is out. And so it's really good that we have Trent, and he developed a lot, like Joe did, to be honest. Different player, obviously, but both can play the position, and that helps us a lot. And now he's in charge, obviously, and good for us, good for him, and hopefully he can deliver again.
When a player goes back to a former club, I think specifically Virgil now, do you have to sort of raise that issue before the game with players?
No, we actually no ex-Southampton player will play in Southampton on Sunday. Do we have that a team? Will we have that a team? I'm not sure. So yes, it's obviously quite special. It was not on purpose. So it just happened, and that's 2 times a year. Or last season it was 4 times, I think, that we play against Southampton. So it's quite strange. Yes, I will for sure talk to Virgil about it. With the other players, I didn't talk about it because I didn't know before. I didn't look where they're all coming from. I didn't know about the special story. And meanwhile, I know it, and so yes, I will talk about it, and we will see. And how is that? Even with centre halves, we have a problem. If you say no Southampton players, then we have only 2 left. It's not too cool. We will see. I will talk to him, of course.
From what we've seen so far of him on the pitch, he looks like the sort of player who can handle anything that's thrown at him anyway in terms of that.
Sorry?
Just the way he is. We've seen him on the pitch so far. The way he plays, he looks like he can handle anything that's thrown at him in terms of that.
Yeah, all human beings. It's nice. Better you think that than something else. But we are all human beings. We're influenced by circumstances. So it means, it will for him not be a normal game. How can it be? It was a special story. Most of the time, really, really positive, and then the end not that positive, probably with a very positive end. If you want to see it like this, so they have still really good centre halves. So Stevens, Hoyt, all these guys, there's still really good players there. So for them, it was the perfect business, if you want. But yeah, I think how football fans are. They want to disturb everything what we will try to do. That's how they try to help their team, and probably they will whistle. Is it nice? I don't think so. Will it have influence? I don't think so. But we will see. So but we cannot make it too big, and I don't make it too big. Yes, it's quite special, and I know that, but that's all. So we really think much more about the football, the real football game, and what do we have to do, and not about how can we avoid different situations from outside, because we don't have influence. We need to talk, about a few things. If we have done that, we have to accept it how it is, loud, not nice maybe, but still we have to play football, and that's it.
Yeah, can I ask the squad looking in general? Is there any updates on Joe Gomez?
Yes, he was running outside, but not with the team. But that means he's close. And how it always is, then I think I don't think there's a chance for Sunday. If they don't come in and say the running was that good, so you can have him this afternoon as well. But then Porto, of course, is a chance. We'll see. Who else? Sorry? Raggy trained, yes. Trained the last 2 days. So that's it. Alberto, he needed only 2 days again, and looked good yesterday. That's it. Nothing else in the moment. So that's good. Thank you very much.